Hello student, this is another example for question 3. Now some of you are probably wondering why do we need to shift the sign when we divide by a negative number or you multiply by a negative number. So I'm going to explain to you why is that the case. Okay. Now let's look at on the right side here. Let's simple example. Negative 10 less than negative 5. Okay, negative 10 is less than negative 5. And let's say I rewrite negative 10 as negative 1 times 10. Right? Negative 1 times 10 is negative 10. And I shift the negative 1 to the other side, to the right side. So this is multiply. When I shift it over, it's divide. Divide by negative 1 is just 1, so it's going to give me 5. Okay? So if I, let's say, maintain the same sign, which is less than, this one will give me a wrong answer. Because 10 is not less than 5. 10 is more than 5. So this sign should be flipped. Right? This sign should be flipped. Okay? So that is the reason why whenever we divide or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality sign. Right? Or else it's wrong. Okay? Now, back to the last example for question 3. You have this inequality. Again, our strategy is isolate the modulus first. Isolate the modulus. You only keep the modulus on the left. The rest of the number, you need to throw it to the right. Okay, so the first number to go is 5. I cannot move negative 2 yet because this one, negative 2, is together with the modulus. They are together. Right? I have to move the 5 first. Right? It's like the negative 2 and the modulus, they stick together because it's multiplied. So I should move 5 first. So it's plus 5. When I move over, it's negative 5. Okay? Then I can move the negative 2. It's multiply. I bring over, it's multiply, but I flip the fraction, which is negative 1 over 2. And as you can see, I keep the negative sign, right? Because the operation is multiply, so it's basically divide by negative 2, which multiply by negative 1 over 2. Right? Nothing to do with the minus sign, so I need to copy back the negative sign. Right? So it will give me 5 over 2. Okay? And you see, at the same time, I flip this sign because I'm multiplying with a negative number. Okay? And now I can split into two cases. One case where when I remove the modulus sign, everything is positive. The other case will be the inside is negative, so the whole thing is negative. I put a bracket like this. Okay? Use the bracket or else, right, you will get the wrong answer. The whole thing is negative, so you need to bracket the whole thing, put a negative sign outside. So you solve the positive case, okay, bring over plus 3, you need to move, which is minus 3. I convert to fraction immediately, right, because it's fraction subtraction, times 2 times 2, I get this, and I get this. And then the negative 4 is multiplied by x. I bring it over, it's multiplied, negative 1 over 4. And again, you see I keep the negative sign because the operation is multiply. So change to divide. Divide by -4 is multiply -1/4. Negative sign is still there. You should not remove the negative sign because this is multiply become divide. Right? And then you multiply, you get x less than or equal 1/8. Okay, so you got one answer. Second answer here on the right side, negative case. Remove the bracket, so you need to multiply. Then you move the -3 to the other side, which is +3. But immediately I want to change it to fraction, right? Because this is fraction, right? And this one is basically +6/2, right? 11/2. And I need to move the 4 over. This is not a negative number, so I do not need to flip the sign because it's 1/4, it's not negative, right? Then it's 11/8. So I have two answers. X less than 1/8, x is more than or equal to 11/8. So you need to double check on the number line again. If you can see it, you don't have to do it, but I'm showing you again, right? On the number line, whether there are two separate answer or one continuous answer. So 1/8 is here. 11/8 is obviously bigger, so it's on the right side. One answer says x is less than equal to 1/8, so it's here. The other answer says x is more than equal to 11/8. So you can see there's no area where they overlap. So these are basically two separate answers. So basically you have two answers.